I got zero satellites. So that's not too good. I'm going to give it a few more minutes and see if it captures any. Okay, so it just went to four satellites. So we'll keep going here and see what happens. And now it went to zero satellites. So it was staying with 4, now it's at 0, now it's back at 3. We'll give it some more time. Alright, we're at 6 satellites. I don't know if it's going to hold, but it's 6. I haven't done anything to the drone. Just sitting here on the bench, facing the window. Back to 5. We'll catch up with it in a little bit. It's still a hot wreck. It's still very frustrating. The only thing that's good is that it doesn't really suck the battery as much as I thought it did. So now we're back at 7 satellites. So that's the only good thing, is that you're really not losing too much battery by just hanging out here. If you saw my video, you know that the battery lasted almost 3 hours on the rooftop. So that part was good. But you can see we're bouncing 7, 6. I wouldn't be surprised to see us back to 0 actually. There's 5. There's 7. It's trying. Whatever it's doing, it's trying. So this little part of the sky that it captures gives me 10. There's 11. There's 11. Holding 11. If we get a flash to 12, that home point could trigger. There's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seconds. There we go. 1, 2. There's 13. There's 12. There's 12. And there's the home point updated at 13. Now here's one thing I'm going to try. I've been wondering about. I'm going to put my jacket over the top of this thing. So we've got my hold down jacket on top of the drone. Let's see what happens. So we've got 14 satellites. There's 14. It's a thick down jacket. And we've still got 14, 13, 14 satellites. And again, we're on my bench inside the house, inside the kitchen. And we're at 13, 14. And my jacket is covering the drone. And so we're down to 12, 13. So let's take the jacket off. The only thing I hear different is the air coming out of the Mavic 3. And we're still at 14 satellites. Let's try this. Let's put it over the whole front of the thing. See what happens here. So we're down to 12. I have my entire jacket over the drone. We're at 14. We're at 13. We're at 11. 12. 13. 12. 12. Alright, let's take the jacket away. 11. 12. 13. So what I'm doing now is I'm walking around the house with the controller. Let's go upstairs. So we're going upstairs, and the transmission and the camera signal is so good. That is something that has just amazed me. If you saw my other video when I landed on the roof, across the street behind the roof, I was able to have transmission signal the entire time it was on the roof, which was almost 3 hours before the battery just went dead. and it recorded 68 video clips. So now I'm walking into the workout area, and the transmission signal is still perfect. It hasn't changed at all. That's one thing I do love about the Mavic 3 is the transmission is strong. It's just the satellite is a nightmare. So now I'm walking into the shower, and yeah, we're still bouncing around 11, 12 satellites. So transmission is strong. Just everywhere in the house, the transmission signal comes through loud and clear. Okay. All right, so we haven't done any better. Let's go back down the stairs. We're at 13 satellites. There's 14. Coming back to put the controller back where it originally was. Right there. And we hit 14. And yep. So I think that's it. I don't think we're going to get much better than what we saw. Down to 11, 12 satellites. And bouncing around still.